Have you ever gone to the movies with high hopes for the film you're about to see, only to be sorely disappointed when you leave? A range of factors can play a role in a film's inability to meet its own expectations. Welcome to Film Floater, and today we're looking at some movies that overpromised and sucked. Number 5, The Day After Tomorrow by Roland Emmerich. Roland Emmerich directed, co-produced, and co-wrote The Day After Tomorrow, a 2004 American science fiction catastrophe film. Roland Emmerich had proven he could create a blockbuster with 1996 Anti-Logic Independence Day and, to a lesser extent, the not-so-popular 1998 remake of Godzilla before creating this global warming climate change disaster film. It's no surprise that the impending introduction of TDAT in 2004 sparked a lot of excitement. The problem was that the marketing tactic overused all of the film's carnage scenes. It also featured a ridiculous scenario about a bunch of youngsters who were trapped in a New York library during the Big Freeze, with one of their fathers coming to their rescue. Number 4, The Golden Compass by Chris Weitz. The Golden Compass is a fantasy adventure film from 2007. It is based on Philip Pullman's trilogy, his Dark Materials, which began with the 1995 novel Northern Lights. When it comes to fantasy, his Dark Materials series deviates from the norm, focusing more on notions like religion, truth, and sentient human souls embodied by animals than on wizards and dragons. Chris did everything he could to make a fantastic promise. That's why the fact that something spectacular didn't happen is so tragic. The Golden Compass was widely planned for its departures from the book, which included a significantly more pleasant adaptation that omitted the book's basic anti-religious tone as well as the tragic conclusion. Number 3, King Arthur, The Legend of the Sword by Guy Ritchie. Guy Ritchie's epic fantasy action-adventure film King Arthur, Legend of the Sword was released in 2017. When the movie was released in theaters, it was one of the biggest box office flops. Yunnan felt thoroughly immersed in the feeling of trying to market that film. After 6 weeks on the road on promotional tours, the film was expected to be one of the summer's most popular blockbusters. The expectation, on the other hand, was for a whole picture, not an origin narrative. It was designed to establish a multi-movie universe, but it made the mistake of relying so heavily on future installments that it neglected to provide much of the character's backstory in the first one. Perhaps because it lacked its queens, the picture lost a kingdom's worth of money against its $175 million budget. Number 2, The Last Airbender by M. Night Shyamalan. Mr. Night Shyamalan wrote, co-produced, and directed The Last Airbender, a 2010 American action-adventure fantasy film. Avatar: The Last Airbender, which aired on Nickelodeon from 2005 to 2008, defined a generation and is widely regarded as one of the best animated series of all time. There are some huge shoes to fill after the show. The 2010 film adaptation, on the other hand, chose to go barefoot, ignoring everything from character names to aesthetics and the effect of bending. The show's entire premise is based on a supernatural capacity to violently manipulate the fundamental elements of nature, but all we see in the film is a couple puffs of smoke. The live-action adaptation, on the other hand, felt strained and unnatural throughout, maybe as a way of overcompensating for the uninteresting martial arts and bending scenes. One of the most common criticisms of the film was that it essentially whitewashed everything. Number 1, The Goldfinch by John Crowley. And the first on our list is Goldfinch. Some may have already guessed why. The Goldfinch is a 2019 American drama film directed by John Crowley and based on the 2013 novel of the same name by Peter Straughan. The Goldfinch received the Pulitzer Prize for fiction, so there's no way to claim the plot isn't good. The cinematic adaptation, on the other hand, received a dismal 24% from critics. For starters, the novel is about 800 pages long, implying that it had to be whittled down considerably to fit within the 149-minute running time of the film. The film intended to bring these issues to its audience with a marketing effort that cost more than the film's budget, yet it reportedly failed to accomplish so. Also, it isn't just any other novel either. It explores themes of pain and survival as well as art and hope via the lens of a young boy's coming of age. And with that, we will be ending the video right now. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Bye, and we'll see you guys in our next video.